ki khubor ka bate si TV. Lawan Rashaphi taka Frank Motors. Visit Frank Motors or call 7045207973.
MIT University of Meghalaya. Our admissions are now open for the academic year 2024-25. Explore our best courses, experience global collaborations. Apply today.
Ke East West Group of Institution Bangalore kebeladon kemasan postemi bat ke bapau baha ke khot admission na kebenta ke nursing and paramedical course ye ke jingte bakam benya kol hakini ke number harum. Kekong Ida Shisha Nongrang hadir bakal shimti ye ke Shuki kum ke Director General of Police Jong ke Jela Meghalaya ke lapen pau bakan Peit Kyrpang ye ke Jingkiu ke Jingshah Thombor ke Kynthei bat kum juru ke Jingshah ke Kynthei po ke Jela. Habis keren bakal patai ke buah hadir bala shimti ye ke Shuki kum ke DGP betama Jong ke Jela kekong Ida Shisha Nongrang ke lapen pau ru ye ke Jing Sngokia halo ke Jingkiu State Jong Drog hapo ke Jela Meghalaya bat kum juru halo ke Jing kelak tem di drog Jong ke Nong Ba Shillong.
Priorities would be the basic policing, that is maintenance of law and order, prevention and detection of crime. And of course, we would be focusing on areas which we feel have the trends are much more disturbing. For example, if you look at crime against women and children, especially crime against women, we have seen rather than, despite all the efforts that we've been making over the years, there hasn't been no decline. There has been, in fact, an increase. And we would like, well, we have tried to reach out to various organizations, even at various levels, whether in the district level, whether in the Khynnah level. We haven't been able to have the kind of reaction, not the feedback, but the results that we had been hoping for. So I feel that we need to have a relook at how we will be going about it and maybe rethink and rework our approach towards tackling such issues. I don't think the female DGP is any criteria for or qualification for being DGP. The fact of the matter is I've put in more than 30 years of service. So DGP, I don't think female is anything like that. But yes, as one of the I hate this first thing business. But as a female officer, as a woman, I feel very strongly that women have a very different perspective, and I will try to use that perspective to ensure that women themselves feel much better. I mean, feel much safer, not better, much safer. And improve the accessibility which we have, which I know is there's a lot of room for improvement on the accessibility of the police to the public. We are trying to drill down and see and focus on what are the issues, because in some cases, in some districts, we have seen an improvement. In some districts we haven't. For example, take for us, we at one point of time we have been trying to identify the hotspots. At one point of time it was East Giant Hills more than anywhere else, and then surprisingly West Khas Hills. But West Khas Hills, when we had focused on West Khas Hills, kind of a special team was constituted just to look into crime against women, especially POXO cases. It did show a lot of improvement, but somehow the momentum we've lost, and we need to have that's what like I was saying earlier, we need to have a relook and a rethink as to maybe there's something that we could do better. There are some things which we need to change, but that I would be able to talk about only after some time, not immediately. When it comes to intelligence, we always feel that the less said the better. So I would not like to comment on how we go about collecting our intelligence, but rest assured that intelligence is a focus area for us, and without intelligence we will not be able to really do our duties to the extent that we would like to do it.
Ma'am, how do you see the law and order situation in the state?
Could be better. That is what we would strive to improve. It's a concern that we've been having a lot especially in the recent past. It's very disturbing, especially to me, because with my experience earlier in Giant Hills, and subsequently in East Khas Hills, Shillong was usually a transit point, but now it's become a consumer, and despite all those seizures and everything we've made, we've not really been able to make a dent into actually the supply system. While there have been very commendable efforts by the ANTF in some cases, but in a number of cases we've not really taken we've not been able to take the action that we needed to take, and we've been faulted at a number of instances in court. Our cases have not held up, so that deterrence factor is not there. Yes, drugs and the issue of drugs, especially the increasing crimes related because of the drug usage, especially amongst the youth and different sections of society, that is a concern which affects not only us, but it would affect not only our generation, but it would. I've seen what the effect that drugs has on at least 2-3 generations after this also. So it's something that we need to work together very closely, not only with the law enforcement, the other agencies that are involved in the fight against drugs, but also especially with the families and the society at large. But we would like to drill down to the families, because one thing I've noticed about us is we like to talk about it, but we don't really do much about it. And when it comes to my family, it's okay, no, it's not to be discussed. That is only one of the aspects, I would say, as to how we would go about. How best to tackle the drug menace. Yes, if we could get them at the entry point, yes, there's nothing like it. But the fact of the matter is, we have a very porous thing, and and the national highway passes through Meghalaya. So there are limitations on the amount of checking you can do, and drugs is something that is so easy to conceal. So unless there's very specific information, even if we could be checking the right vehicle, but unless we know where to look, it's very difficult to do.